Hey, collective. I got the wild hair to do a twin flame check-in or reading here. We've got the Emperor pre-pulled and the Empress over there. Let's see what the story is between you and your person. Now, keep in mind, this may not be the person that you have on your mind right now, so keep an open mind on what Spirit wants us to know about the storyline. This is a story between you and the person you are meant for, whether you know them or not, okay? So we've got the clouds here on the very bottom. Hopefully this is going to be bright enough today. I moved the light, so that could be significant, right? We moved the light. So we've got the thunderstorms over here and the sun is coming out, okay? So this could indicate that some crazy things have unfolded here, some chaos and confusion has come here, and there's light being shown here. Um, it could be bringing light to some sort of situation that happened in the past here, or it could be that this chaos is being phased out and we're bringing the light in. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, hard at work. Okay, we've got the whip here, meaning that we're hyper focused. We are focused on work. We are going for the goal here. And this is like burning that midnight candle, not having any quit in us. Okay, so it could be towards the connection or towards work. All right, we've got the compass here. Now I'm getting that song from Elsa from Frozen. You are my true north. Okay, again, this could be work. This could be the connection. We could have one person who's hyper focused on the connection. The other person is hyper focused on money matters. So what's right in the center here? Oh my gosh, the bridge. How poetic that there's a bridge right in the middle here. All right. So my goal here was to do masculine on this side and we do feminine on this side, but flip the roles, of course. Loyalty is here on the other side of this bridge. So again, we could be very much aware that perhaps the masculine is going through some upheaval and some challenges, and we are very loyal, but from a distance here. So it's almost like someone in this connection is like, I understand you're going through some things. I'm going to go ahead and keep my distance, but just know that I am praying for you. Something like this. Okay, and the last one here is the letter. So somebody could be writing out messages and not sending them, something about getting communication to the other person. We'll see on whose end that is, okay? Loyalty, communication, work, and keeping your sights set high. Okay. Okay, let's see what the tarot has to say here. We'll just go ahead and layer right on top of the Lenormand here. Okay, we've got the Ace of Wands. Again, very passionate. I do feel like this is in career here since it's right under that whip. So again, someone's very focused and someone is very um, hard pressed or, very like dedicated here. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. We're dedicated to a craft here. Also, the Three of Pentacles for me is about like not quite getting things off the ground for me, right? It's like we're working hard, burning that midnight candle, but we always feel like we're in phase one. We're always in Q1, right? There's like something about being not really held back, but just really focused on progress here, right? One foot in front of the other. So someone here is very focused on work. In the center, we have Knight of Cups. So I feel that both of are you both very much have your heart set into this connection, okay? I'm also hearing when the time is right. So it's like when the time is right, this person will come forward or you two will somewhat meet on the bridge. There is a book that I read. Ooh, I'm hoping I can remember the name of it, but it's a Tinkerbell retelling with Queen Clarion and the King of the Winter Realm, right? So it's like they are each in one realm and they meet on this bridge and they eventually kind of have to stop because the winter fairy can't come into summer and the summer fairy can't go into winter. So they meet on the bridge and they're each on their perspective season, right? And so that's kind of what I'm getting is with that bridge there. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. I think both of you are very, very focused on your end goal here, loyal to the Ten of Pentacles. This could also be that one person is more focused on the goal of being together. Okay. And then we have the sun. Yeah, illuminating here, some sort of clarity. Okay, now the Eight of Swords was flipped the wrong direction here. And bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. So someone here feels as though they want to manifest, but they're feeling trapped in some way, shape, or form here. Not sure exactly who this is. We've also got the Six of Swords. This is moving on from something. So they could feel trapped in one of their situations, maybe a karmic situation or situationship here. And, when the lights go down, when the night is done, they are manifesting and focusing on all this light here. And that's you. You're this light. And again, of course, flip the roles. If you are masculine or feminine, just place yourself in the reading where it makes sense for you to be. Okay, I do feel we've got the Queen of Wands on the bottom of two different decks here. Okay, so that could be significant. And the Ace of Wands is also here. So that's this passion. Okay, so let's continue here and see what's going on for my collective. I just split on the Devil. Interesting. Queen of Wand, Devil. For me, that is like too hot to handle. Okay. I'm not really getting like a narcissistic behavior, but I feel like your person could see you as way too hot to handle. You could get a lot of attention. You could have a lot of friends, okay, is what I'm getting. So we'll go back here to the beginning of our lineup here. Six of Pentacles. Now, this is a really good card to get with our working hard part of the story. Okay, so somebody is working really hard and diligently, and they're very passionate towards reaching their goals here. And what they think about is how they can share that. It's like this person is wanting someone to share their spoils with. Okay, and we have been tapping into that a lot on this channel. Which is interesting because what we've been tapping into is somebody who wants to sort of get a piece of your pie, right? Because you have this really, really prosperous energy about you, the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles. Very positive, always looking up, very loyal to whoever is around you. And you make it known with the letter here. You make it known that you're, I don't want to say you make it known that you are prosperous, but it's like you are someone who will share your spoils. You are someone who will go for the gold and make sure other people get to come with you, right? And it's like we've been tapping in recently to this toxic ex who always like wanted a piece of your pie. And this person here, who is being read as the masculine here, their energy is about giving, not taking. Okay. Judgment and Eight of Cups. Okay. So there was something here that happened in the past, probably between the two of you, and the two of you alone is what I'm getting. Like, whatever this connection is, when they think of it just you and them. They don't think of it as this collaboration that we see here. Like, if you had a group of friends that witnessed this scenario and saw you walk away, they don't really care about that. They don't care about how other people see the connection. They care about what they have done to make you walk away. That's what I'm getting. And so when this person thinks of you, that's what they're thinking about is you didn't have a choice but to walk away here because that was what was just in the moment. Now it's interesting that we had the Six of Pentacles here with work. Wow, Lovers is at the bottom here. Two of Cups anyway. Yeah, I think that they understand, yeah, that you got the nudge, High Priestess energy. You didn't have a choice here but to walk away. So we'll take that Two of Cups because it's coming out with their side of the story here. So let's see what we have with this bridge. Oh my. Wow. Wow. Three of Swords fell on the table and the Five of Swords was at the bottom. This person understands that there was some sort of deceit here. This is that judgment story. Whatever it was that happened, whether it's that they left you on red, they didn't see your value, something here. They really beat themselves up about this really badly, okay? This is their energy. They are extremely upset with the fact that they sort of chased you away, is what I'm getting. And you did. Like, you went away. Yeah, like you had to. This person understands that you had to. Okay, so this is all sort of the same story here. All right, we've got the Knight of Wands. We've seen already the Queen of Wands. On the split is the Hierophant. Yeah, this person was sort of like battling two sides of themselves here. So the Knight of Wands is very passionate, but in only one type of way, I'm getting. Okay, so this could be like the ego sort of took over and their spiritual side was silenced and put sort of they squandered that down and was only interested in, bedroom type vibes. Yeah, they're battling two sides of themselves. The money making provider, the heart-centered giver. That's what they're battling here. And they made a choice. And it's like you were one of those choices. There's that Empress. You were one of those choices, and right underneath that Two of Swords is the Five of Cups. They're very disappointed. Look at that. It's like they had an opportunity to go towards the person that they're meant for or continue on with disappointment. And look at that. That's why they're beating themselves up here, is because they knew even when they took that chance, even when they made that decision, they knew exactly what they were choosing. And had they chosen their heart space here with that Knight of Cups, which is our center of the reading, they would have had a divine connection with their perfect match, Queen of Pentacles, and you could have grown together. It's like this person was really worried about money. Either you own your own business or you have an odd job of some kind, like a stay-at-home situation, and you have a lot of ideas, but it's almost like at the time that you were connected to this person, they were thinking that you just, I don't know, there's something about that pentacle. They were really worried about choosing love over money. It's like they had to choose one or the other. And if they chose love, then they would not have um, been able to prosper here. But your energy, yeah, you have a very bright, beautiful energy here. Your energy is the Ten of Pentacles and the Sun. I really need to color on these cards. Okay, we had to edit out the star. Okay, so your energy here is Queen of Wands, the star, and strength. So even if you have sort of a different view of how money comes to pass, you are passionate, creative, strong-willed, and courageous when it comes to going for what it is that you want. And I feel that this person almost like refused to see that side of you in a way. Yeah. And the devil is right there with the death card and the sun here. So it's like we're still on your energy here. You go for what you want, and at the time it was them. And when they walked away, you had to get a perspective shift, and in so doing, you went towards your goals instead because you felt as though you had a choice. Your choice was the devil and being low vibrational or the highest vibing card of the deck. So yeah, I mean, there's no way for them to be upset about what you chose here. Okay, so here's that bridge. We will take this one because this bridge represents a choice, and that's their energy. They chose this disappointment because when they had the choice, they chose that storyline that we just encountered here, and it led them to this energy here. Okay, so what is going on here now with the Empress's side? What's going on here with loyalty and the letter? And we've seen already Ten of Pentacles and the Sun. Yeah, you went ahead and healed from this. That's your energy. because you know that they chose differently and you said, okay, peace out. Yeah. You said, okay, as you wish, as you wish. And whether you told this person or not, you could have called them out for being in their fiery, passionate only energy. Okay. Or this is something that you saw from them. This could also be that you have a burning desire for this person and it's a love that's not going to go away anytime soon. But it was somehow disappointing. Either it was only like midnight text messages, or they left you on red, or whatever that is, or you felt as though they were distracted, but you have gotten disappointed by this here. Yeah. And there's the Emperor. So you each got each other as we were talking about the other person, but you're both very much disappointed in how things turned out here. So let's see where this is sort of headed, where it's going. We'll get another deck. Yeah, Queen of Wands came right back out. Okay, so that one was Princess of Wands. This is the Queen. Yep. So, oh wow, right next to the King and the Four of Wands. Yeah, you each think of each other as your divine match. And we've got the Lion here, we've got the Panther. We both see each other as high vibrational beings who are capable of big and great things. Okay. Overcoming great obstacles, right? But I feel like you saw this connection here before your person had the opportunity to see things for what they were. High Priestess here. High Priestess with the Hermit. Now, this also can be a divine match. A lot of times we see High Priestess and Magician. But I feel like this person is finally shedding a light. You see that? The light is shining on the High Priestess. This has been your energy the whole dang time. Yeah, and you knew what you wanted. There's the Magician. You always knew what you wanted with that High Priestess energy. It took them a while to match your energy, like match your freak in terms of like being into the occult practices or, being open to different ways of seeing things. Okay. Yeah, you know what you want, and that was to see this prosper. Look at that. This could be one or both of your energies. I'll tap in and see whose energy this is, but I feel like when I was talking about the Nine of Cups, I was saying you know what you want. You know what you want to see grow, and it was this love connection with the Ten of Cups. That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted the whole time. This is the energy that you put forth into this reading, into this connection, and this person treated it like this. And this is something that they know, they are very aware, and it's coming to light as of now that your cup was always full for them, okay? It's like they reminisce on this. They can't let this go. It's so strange because it's like they thought that they could just move on along and get over this. But it just keeps coming back out. It just keeps haunting them in a sense. We've got the Two of Wands on this side, the Three of Wands on this side. So it's like it just never stops being a part of what they think here. So in any case, they sort of blocked your cup from coming towards them and ran the other way to start a new cycle somewhere else, which was absolutely devastating. And now they're burdened by that choice that they made. Okay, we're going to get another deck here. We saw the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands on the bottom of this deck, so we'll go ahead and use this one. Okay, so we'll just see what comes through. I won't ask any specific questions. I just want the cards to tell me what we need to hear. Okay, what do we need to hear on the masculine side of this board? Okay, two cards fell on the floor, which I have not looked at yet, but here we go. I just asked, what is the energy from this person? There's the Emperor. It's like they know who they are into your life now. Look at that. Hierophant Magician. They are wondering if they can come back from this with the Two of Pentacles here. It's like they reminisce on whether or not it's too late. Because there's the Emperor, the Hierophant, Look at their arm being stretched up. It's like, okay, I realize this now. They had like a coming to God moment, I feel, because they were in that devilish energy and they are finally realizing that that was not the way they should have gone. They should have taken this chance here with you and this connection. So let's see what fell down. Wow. Five of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Yeah, the disappointment is real. Okay. So it's like they're huddled here in their pain and they're watching you walk away, but they are watching you walk away and withhold your powerhouse of energy here. They know that you are capable of great and amazing things. And it's like all they can do is watch from a distance and be very sad about this. Okay. They see that you are this bright, flaming source of light here and they had their eyes closed to it at the time, and now their eyes are open to it, and they're extremely upset about the fact that this is what's here. This is the now. Okay, that's what I'm getting. They are not happy with the present moment and how I just heard like you won't even look at me now. Okay. You might be in close proximity, but a great distance away, if that makes sense. Like you could still run into each other sometimes, but it's just like neither one of you have the gonads to look at each other and like face this head on. And it's because of a choice that your person made. Eight of Pentacles. I'm telling you, it's like now you are both just focused on work. And it's like you could have done this together. And look at that, Ten of Pentacles again. For the second time there, which just happens to be on your side. Yeah. Nine of Wands in the Chariot. They put their guard up to you. You had no option but to turn your back and go in this other direction and do so very like with your head held high. With your head held high is what I'm getting. And there's something about that that really like bothers them. And I don't feel it in a toxic way, but they're like confused about how you don't feel the pain as much as they do here. Yeah. Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles. It's like you learned the truth came out, and you decided to turn your back and go towards what was true, where the proof in the pudding was, where you had a direction straight from source, where you had direction in any way. It's like this person didn't give you that sort of direction, right? With that Six of Pentacles, I feel like they want to give to you now, but with it being next to Judgment here, and then all of those swords came out, it's like, hmm, this situation here, it's like they shot themselves in their own foot. Okay. But what I'm getting is you had to go start anew in this other direction here because they put their guard up when it came to this union, Four of Wands, which we've seen several times. They fantasized about this, but in real life they did nothing. There was no action. Okay. So what do we have for this Sun card on my Empress side here? Nine of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Holy cow, yeah. You're like making it happen. Okay, you're getting that bag. You're protected here. Polar bears are about protection. You're greatly protected from spirit as you get this newfound like fame, fortune. It doesn't have to be that exactly, but it's like you're getting recognition, you're getting your accolades, and you're looking for someone to share it with. So you both are getting the Six of Pentacles. You both want one another. You just feel as though you can't. Three of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups. Yeah. It's like when this person had their choice, right? When we were tapping into this whole storyline, they had the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. They were having to choose between giving love to you or having success. For some reason, they felt like that was their choice. All right. But here they are in their feelings, choosing the King of Cups now. And here you are getting your accolades and your pentacles stacked up. And it's not even on purpose. You didn't say, I will choose this over you. It's like, if you don't choose me, I guess I will focus here. And this is what I've been tapping into on our shorts is now it's like someone it's weird. Somebody wants like recognition Hmm. Wow. Wow. So like this is your energy, right? It's like you're out here winning and you're waving your flag, you're getting your accolades. But when you think of this person, it is a Three of Swords. It's sad, it's depressing, it's upsetting because you truly, truly love this person here with the lovers. You felt as though this was meant, and there's the devil. And when I get the devil next to the lovers, a lot of times I feel as though something came between the two of you. So let's tap into this then. The Seven of Wands is being on the defense, specifically as it pertained to an Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups situation. And there's that Four of Wands again, Four of Cups, or I'm sorry, Five of Cups, disappointment and loss. Yeah, they're very disappointed with their choice. They are seeing now that that's what they said no to. Ace of Wands came out again, but this is, they said no, put their blocks up, put their guard up against your love, and they couldn't see at the time what that end goal could have been. So they said no to this, and now they're very, very sad. Okay. All right, I'm going to get into your oracle portion. So follow me over there. I will have it play right after this video. Yeah, they're very much burdened by this. Okay, they feel as though they had no choice with that Five of Wands. They could have been in a position where they felt as though in order to have you, they would have to fight. Page of Wands on this side, Knight of Wands on that side. Look at all that fire. It's like they had the fire burning for you. The Knight of Wands again. So we've seen that one already up here. The Knight of Wands is that passion, and they felt like that passion was going to get them hurt in some way, shape, or form. And so it's like they blew it all to the ground because they thought they were going to get in trouble here. With the passionate energy, as in like sexy energy they had for you, this person is also very like backed up. They feel like you are the only person that could actually get them to that point, if that makes any sense. Like you are the only person who can satisfy fully something there. Now, I don't always do this, but since we're doing like a yours and theirs, I'm going to find the Empress in this deck as it sits. We're going to see what surrounds the Empress. Like, what is the Empress? Since she didn't come out, I want to see what's going on. Okay, so she is surrounded by, we have the High Priestess, so we'll take the High Priestess. Okay, so the Empress is here. King of Wands on this side, Five of Swords on that side. Yeah. Okay, so we did have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands come out together with the Four of Wands. That was your energy. Again, you saw this person as a high quality person. You saw their passion for being fun, spontaneous. You could have, played games with this person. You could have seen them run around crazy like a little kid, and you thought it was so cute, right? You thought this person was like, you had eyes for this person, okay? And then see how she's reaching sort of towards him. And again, you had no choice but to run the other way. Like you tried to put your energy towards this. And I feel strongly with this combo here, your Empress energy fed into this person, right? Because you have all this bright, beautiful, sunshiny energy, and you were like gifting it to this person. You were saying, like, look at this way, right? The Magician and the Hierophant that this person is now finally starting to look at. Hermit and the Magician, finally getting to see like the world is magic, like just seeing the beauty in all things. You were trying to show this person that the world is beautiful and worth sharing and worth staying for. Something like that. You could have been there for this person in a really dark time, right? So you tried to feed this person with your love, okay? And you were met with this fiery energy that ended up sort of blowing up this whole situation with a tower. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get into Oracle now. This is kind of a sad story. It does feel very melancholy. Yeah. We have the moon here and the high priestess. You knew this whole time. I think that's why you're frustrated, is because like you might be getting readings a lot and you're seeing that this person is finally waking up to certain things and you're like, okay, that's great and amazing and awesome, but I was always here. I was always a part of this. And see how the fire here is contained. The fire was part of it. The other part of it is like the vulnerability. It's the water, the rain, the mist, like all things are in perfect balance. You knew how to sort of contain that, and that has been your superpower, is that containment. We did a reading on that recently in this channel, containment. So you were able to balance your two sides and bring it to this person. And this person was like, all of this light that you bring to the table feels foreign to me, with them being in their devil energy. It's almost like they sort of fought you off here. Like, this is the love down here in this beautiful little Beauty and the Beast protective layer, right? With the rose, you had this protected, you had it contained, you were prepared to give to this person. And they said, what in the heck is this? It looked like scary to them, and they had to fight you off. And now they feel really, really stupid for this. It's also interesting that the moon came out, because that's the whole reading. The whole reason I'm doing this reading is that the full moon is when I start to think of my masculine. So yeah, Eight of Swords again. This person felt as though they had no other choice here because they needed to choose the Pentacle. Now they're very disappointed, but you had to keep the strength and the Eight of Cups that we've seen already. You mustered up your strength in order to walk away. You sort of invoked the dragon within, and now you're winning. And this person is like, oh my gosh, what did I miss out on? And there's this disappointment here, because now they understand you have always been their North Star and you follow your own North Star. So if you two were to gather forces together, you could battle these demons together. And I feel like they know that now, with that compass being on their side. But they're very fearful that it's too late. Ten of Swords, they feel like the damage has been done. And I don't know if they're going to reach out here, but we just split the deck on the Chariot. So it could go either way here, guys. Okay. So I'm going to get into Oracle now. There will be twin flame updates up on the shorts, so check those out. And I will see you all on Oracle.